5'2", freckles on her nose, probably not the girl you'd find in a fashion show. A little white rain holds her hair just fine, and those baggy jeans look great to me when I take her out at night. She may not be a 10, but then again, if you ask me, she's picture perfect on a Sunday afternoon, curled up on the couch, no makeup on or sweet perfume. Picture perfect. It's all those little things she doesn't have that get to me more than worth it. Oh, picture perfect. Our first date, I stopped to buy that rose, locked my keys inside my car, had to call her on her phone. We spent that night fishing in the dark with a rusty old coat hanger. She hit the mark, unlocked more than just the door to my car. Oh, and that kiss was picture perfect, though not quite like I planned. She smiled, eyes kissing teeth in the front seat of my sedan. Picture perfect, just one more memory that, looking back, still gets to me more than worth it. Oh, picture perfect. She showed me a snapshot from when she was 13. Who'd have thought that carrot top with freckles would be so picture perfect? On a Sunday afternoon, curled up on the couch, no makeup on or sweet perfume. Picture perfect. It's all those little things she doesn't have that still get to me more than worth it. Picture perfect. She's picture perfect. Oh, she's still picture perfect. Well, I was just a country boy, barely 5 years old, skidding on my big wheel while the other kids just rode. Skinny bikes with skinny wheels, all clean and cute and nice. I pull the brake, lock her up, spin that baby twice. Truckers passed and honked their horns as they rolled through. Then we all share a smile at something we all knew. The bigger the wheels, better the man. It's a country fact of life I came to understand. The bigger the treads, the better the feel. All around the curves, hills and turns, or shifting into gear. I've traveled every highway, no place I ain't been. Just cool me down, gas me up, I'm ready to roll again. The bigger the wheels, oh, the bigger the wheels, the better the man. Driving pickups, me and all my pals. We learned fast that big old tires could get you pretty gals. Them other boys with foreign toys, they get all bogged down, trying to take girls to the lake just outside of town. 'Cause once the pay
Welcome, everyone. Good to have you with us on a beautiful Thursday evening for a nice Lycanet workshop. I appreciated your comment, love country music, Sophia. It's the only one we have that has the clock time down on it, and I find that I'm singing that Picture Perfect song all week, so I really enjoy it as well. Good to have you all with us this evening. Quickly, what we're going to cover tonight, we're going to get into maybe a little different approach and a marketing idea. Then we'll be talk about why becoming a Lycanet marketer, a shopping point pack, the benefits, merchant partnerships. We'll get into the fast track program, and then if we have time, we'll do a quick Q&A regarding the things that we covered today. For those that are with us for the first time, welcome. Good to have you with us. This is designed to help you to get an introduction and a better understanding of the opportunity that you have, and also to make you realize how much more there is than the short time we had to present with you before. So welcome, good to have you all with us tonight. Wanted to share something with you, a different approach again. I try to do something a little different each week. And I keep trying to approach this as if I were a marketer, where I was self-employed, where I worked for someone, if I was older, if I was younger, put myself in everybody's shoes and maybe different ways to help us to get more people involved, let more people get cash back, let more people understand the Lycanet marketing program and start to make an income. So I have one tonight I want to share with you that's it's just a little bit different approach. And the thing I've found is that it just has to be comfortable for us to use it to be successful. So I just come up with different ways to basically introduce the same thing, but make it that works for us. So see what you think of this approach tonight. One approach we can say when friends or coworkers or new acquaintances are talking with us or family, what if somebody, oh, by the way, I always remind there to keep it simple, smarty. Confused mind does nothing. A frightened mind does nothing in comparison. When people ask, what are you doing these days? Or what do you do for a living? Maybe it's just someone you're sitting next to and you've never met before. Here's a thought. What if we said something like, I work with a company that provides a customer loyalty rewards program for businesses. It gives their customers cash back whenever they shop at their business to help them create customer loyalty. The program is free to any shopper by simply downloading and using the app. Be happy to give you the app if you'd like, so you can get cash back whenever you shop at those businesses as well. Very simple, very easy. If they respond, yes, please do, or yes, I'd like that, then just send them the link. Again, don't say too much. I think sometimes we talk too much. If they're not interested, move on. Or, which is very common, they might ask more questions like, well, what is it and how does it work? And that sounds cool. So just some thoughts. Well, with the app, we get access to over 400,000 small to medium-sized businesses, plus all the major chains like Amazon, Home Depot, Walmart, hotels, airlines, you name it. There's over 16 million people have already downloaded this app worldwide. At that point, you're going to get some typical questions or so, wow, that sounds really interesting. What is the name of the app or how do I get it? You respond, you know what? I'll just send you the link. Make it really easy for you. I'll send the link. You just click and it'll help you to download it and get it started. It's free. You should enjoy it. Get their name and number, send them the link, and make sure you put them in your calendar or database or some way to track it so that you can follow up with them and not have to worry anymore, and know that in a few days, you'll have an automatic reminder to remind you to check and see if they did actually sign up. You can look on your Lycanet website and see if they've signed up as a shopper. If they haven't, then that's a trigger to call them up and say, hey, I sent you that link. I didn't know if you had a chance to download it. I can help you with it if you'd like, or see how you're enjoying it, whatever. But it gives you good reason to call back and make sure they get it done. Because most people, I think, want to when it's free and they realize it. But sometimes you get busy, and a little reminder is a great way to go.
Sorry, Kim. Now, I'm sorry. I just people sending message in the group that your PowerPoint is not working, that they don't see it. So,
what? I've got it on my other
picture. Somebody is typing right now. Let me see if they already can see it. But there were messages in WhatsApp group that people cannot see. Okay, now it says I can see it. So, okay, it seems some people had some issues with it.
Yeah, I don't think it was me, Matt. I have another computer here that I've signed up live with, and it's been working all along.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Because there were 2 people saying slideshow is not working. Okay, and I cannot see it from their perspective because I'm logged in as a host. All right, it seems okay. All right, thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you, sir. But if, when we sign them up, if they're really open and they're excited and they're asking more questions, then you might want to tell them there's more opportunity. The rule of thumb oftentimes is keep it simple, smarty, and that is just get them signed up and don't confuse the issue and talk to them on another day. But just play it by ear. If they're really interested, you certainly don't want to lose someone who's excited and ready to learn more. But either way, there's another way we can approach that. By the way, should you like getting cash back with this program and you want to tell other people about how to do the same thing, you can be paid every time they use the app to shop from now on, and there's no cost to sign up or be able to be paid. And I kind of think that's going to create some interesting. What are you talking? What do you mean? You say, well, when you show others how to get cash back with this app, every dollar that person spends, let's say they go to Amazon or Walmart or Home Depot, buy groceries, buy gas, buy travel, eat at a restaurant, every dollar they spend in the network, you're going to earn up to 1% of what they spend from now on with this program. And what's really cool about it is, and then you may not want to bring this up, may or not, it's up to you, but for your personal knowledge, the average person in the program spends a little over $1,000 a month. And you can see how that would add up, certainly as over time, as more and more people join. But just giving you some fodder for food for thought here is just treating it like a very simple thing, like we're with a company. And we help businesses to have these loyalty programs. And it's kind of like you're almost doing them a favor as a friend saying, yeah, I can let you join in. I can let you an app for free. And so that they're feeling like you're doing them a favor and being nice to them. You're not trying to get them to sign up for something. But at any time in the conversation, if they say, yes, that sounds good, what do I have to do? Just enroll them. Stop talking. Just enroll them, get them ready to go. You can always come back and talk again on another day. In fact, it's fun to save some things so that now you have a reason to come back and talk on another day. You know, the other day I didn't get a chance to tell you about this, or, you know, we had to keep our conversation short, but did you know, and give yourself reasons to reach out to people that are fun so that they just know that you're excited and wanting to help them. Now, if they want to hear more first, you can add these kinds of things like, you know, the thing that is so good is Newsweek magazine rated us as the #1 rewards program in the United States. It's got tons of credibility. Now, this right here is really good to have in your file of your mind to help people to be comfortable with it. By the way, you don't need to sign up as a marketer to be a shopper and get cash back. If you're not interested in making money and helping people, don't worry about that. But since it's free to join and free to benefit from, I thought you might want to at least know, so you could be making money from helping other people save money as well. And again, that's a good chance to reconnect, reissue, have them ask you more questions. At that point, say, well, let me just get you the link and get you started. We'll just do both at the same time. Make it so that when you share with your family and loved ones and tell other people about it, you'll already be registered. There's no cost to register to make money, and you'll be able to make money while you help people too. It'd probably be okay. Wouldn't it get a extra income coming in? That simple. You know, just have fun with them. Take it kind of easy. And so again, my thought process here is just when people, through the course of conversations, be thinking about things you can say and then turn it around. Instead of, we're trying to find like-it-up marketers, we're trying to find shoppers, turn it around like, you're helping people. You're sharing something fun with people. Oh, by the way, you should see this app I got. Or, oh yeah, I'm working with a company right now. We help businesses to set up their customer loyalty programs. You know what that is, where they give you free, like you fly enough, you get a free flight, things that make you want to go back to them. We work with a company that does that. But how it works is that the merchants just give people cash back every time they purchase. And by the way, you know, if you want, I can give you the app. I mean, I can do that. And then it's free to you. And when you shop there, you can get cash back. I mean, it's like you're being a favor to them or being friendly to them instead of, oh, you need to do this kind of thing. So each of you out there, as you're thinking about how we can do this and do a better job, we all love what we have. We all love the program. We all believe and get excited in the program. We all know that it's unbelievably successful, the biggest in the world, best rated in the United States. Just figure out nice, comfortable, easy ways to bring it up and share with people. Get your foot in the door and get started. From then on, you'll be able to start thinking about additional things you can say when you reach out again, and you can get them up and running and excited just like you, but you can build it without feeling a lot of pressure. All right, I just want to share that thought with you. Another way to look at it, way to share it with other people. Now let's jump into some of the things to help, especially those that are new with us tonight, to really get cemented in what this can offer and why I get so excited with it. why become a like-a-net marketer? Now, as many of you know, I approach this more as a human side. What do you want in life? What are your goals and dreams? What are you working towards? What would you like? For most people, whatever it is, it typically requires a combination of more time to be able to do it, enjoy it, and more money, freedom, that kind of thing. And so residual income is usually the key to accomplishing both, because residual income means we've already done the work, so now we have more time, but the work we did provides ongoing income, so now we have more money. So the real question is does what you're doing right now even make your dreams a possibility? Will it really take you there? And how long will it take for you to get there? Well, let's just take a look and let's compare what most people do for a living to what the like-a-net marketing program can do for us. Most people have a job. We're paid by the hour or paid by a certain time period. We do the work, do the effort, and we earn money. Now, typically what happens when we work for someone, before we get paid, they take taxes and maybe other things out of our check. And then, of course, we get our paycheck. But at this point, we typically don't have any or very many write-offs for tax purposes. We just pay whatever the tax rate is at that bracket for that income. Now, we are not in control in most cases of our future. That is someone else who we work for who's in control. They can change our rate of pay. They can change the hours we work. We could lose our job. The company could close down. They could cut back. Our health could become an issue. There's a lot of things that can create a lot of frustration and stress every time, paycheck to paycheck, worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow. Will we be okay? Constant pressure in our life. Now, we all know that for most people, when we stop working, there is no longer income. What if we get sick or get hurt or retire? What is that going to do and how is our future going to be affected? A lot of frustration, a lot of stress. Even if we love our job, we know that we're not totally in control. So that being the thought, let's take a look at what a like-a-net opportunity can be through MyWorld as a like-a-net marketer. The nice thing is that we are all self-employed. That means we have some huge advantages, like we can work when we want, how we want, and where we want. Now, if you think about that where we want is pretty much anywhere and everywhere we go, for sure in 56 countries. We can be on vacation, we can be traveling, we can talk to somebody in a cab or an Uber, we can sit next to somebody in a plane. What do you do for a living? I mean, it just goes on and on. And if we've learned how to make this be not pressure, but fun and enjoyable, and you're excited to talk about it, people want to know, and they're going to feel like, hey, you might help me. You can give me that app. I'd love it. So, we can work where we want, wherever we want, and as often as we want, if you will. Now, the nice thing is that we can certainly start out part-time, keep our jobs, keep the bills paid, keep the stress level down as best we can, and then have the opportunity of knowing that we're actually doing something now that is eventually going to change our ability and our lifestyle. And then when it reaches the point where there's enough income to replace what we're doing, that makes life exciting. We have some really, really fun choices. Now, when we work with like-a-net, when we earn money, we're going to get paid each pay period. And now that right now is monthly. Soon it's going to be daily. So that's going to be really fun too, to get paid really, really quickly. Now, the nice thing is that with like-a-net, we get paid the full amount that we earn. Nothing is withheld. Now, the beauty of that is twofold. One is we have more money in our pocket right now instead of having it sit with the Treasury Department all year. But the other one is that we will typically talk to your CPAs. I cannot give you tax advice. But as a business owner, we typically have business expenses that are able to be written off. If a person does landscaping, they typically can write off their lawnmowers, all their equipment they need, their travel, everything to do their business. No different here. What is our business? Our business is teaching shoppers how to get cash back, merchants how to get more shoppers, and how to increase their income level. So how do we do that? We talk to people. Well, we have to travel to meet people. We have to be, out and about and doing things, or at least online. So maybe we have to have equipment in our office to be able to do that. We have to be attending Zoom calls for training. As we travel and we talk with people along the way, then check with your CPAs about being able to write off a portion of your costs of your trip. So even if you're going to see family, What stops you from doing business while you're there or along the way, allowing to have some expenses? What keeps you from maybe going to dinner with someone and talking about this business opportunity? Check with your CPAs, talk about what you can write off. But the nice thing is, the more we write off, the more of that money we worked for, we get to keep. So it's totally worth checking out and worth looking into. Secondly, we're in control, not someone else we work for. When we talk about our hourly wage could change, the answer is yes. Who's in charge of that? We are, totally. And as we develop and increase our career levels, typically the amount of money we make for the same amount of hour becomes greater. We give ourselves a raise. How many hours we work is totally our choice. If we want to take time off, we take time off. If we want to work at a crazy time, we work at a crazy time. We're going to go to the sports game, or we're going to go support our children or grandchildren or niece or nephew. How many people, maybe somebody there we're going to bump into, and they say, what are you doing these days? Oh, I got the neatest thing. It's so fun. And as you tell them, who's not going to say, gosh, why don't you send me that app? I'd like to do that. And start, having some fun and having some benefits. Can't lose your job unless you do something illegal. It's pretty much, you're assured you can keep working. And you're not so worried about a company closing. I mentioned in my preview, in my business info meetings, that I really look for different things in a company. One of the things I love is that, MyWorld has been around so long, that it's been through such hard times and become so successful. That's security, that's stability for you and I. Plus, it's proof that it works, that it continues to work, that it's long-term, it's a demand people want and have. Now, here's the part that's really cool is this business of residual income. As we start to build revenue through Lycanet, if we get sick or hurt, that doesn't necessarily have to stop the revenue at all. I'll share with you a specific example before we're done about that, so you can see literally the difference it makes and how it impacts our lives. When it's time to retire, we still get to have that residual income ongoing. In fact, as we know, it may actually grow even as we retire. Can't stop people from shopping and sharing and talking. And the better job you and I have done of helping the people we teach this program to be comfortable, the better chance our residual income will increase even when we retire, because we make it simple, easy, and fun. And so it's so fun to do this because now the work we're doing provides us not only immediate income, but ongoing residual income, which gives us lifestyle, freedom, choices, fun, takes away the stress, all those kinds of things. So I'm really excited about that. For those of you that are just starting into being self-employed, I remember the first time I became self-employed, I quit a job with the government. I was making, I think, $3.25 an hour, and we just gotten married. And I found that my wife was going to the store with $2 bills her grandmother had gotten to buy food so we could eat. Someday I'll tell you about the apartment we lived in. But anyway, we had 2 buckets and a board, and that was our table. And we weren't making it doing what we were doing, but we didn't know what to do. And a friend came and suggested we go do what he was doing. It was 100% straight commission, self-employed. I cannot tell you how afraid I was and how frightened I was. But within 3 weeks, we were making more in a day than we'd been making in a month, and never looked back, except to make sure we understood what we had learned. So I just want to share with you, you have so many things going for us with this business. Stability, security, it works. It works in 56 countries. It isn't something that just works in one part of the world or in one economy or one type of interest. It works. And so now we just learn how to fine tune it ourselves, step in and enjoy it for the rest of our lives. So what are some of the things we can do, and how can we get more money, get it faster, and do a better job, and make more money and enjoy it more? Well, one of the things that we can do is get involved with shopping point packs. If you were on the business info, we introduced those to you. Please understand, we can do this business without having to purchase or buy anything. Just our normal everyday shopping, we can do the entire business, grow through the levels, everything. But we also have to do 2 big things here. We can get money and get better career levels much more quickly and much faster by far using these shopping point packs. And we can hopefully make a whole lot more money by getting the shopping points at a reduced price, having them redeemed, making money, and on the other benefits we receive, like MSP, Asia, and of course our career points, etc. So please understand, do not have to do this, but may I share with you why we're grateful we can and why so many of us are really taking advantage of them. Now, as you know, we have the right to buy shopping point packs. We can buy a minimum of one in a month. That one is $149, but we receive twice or 2 times the amount of shopping points. So pretty sweet. We spend $150 basically to overtime, get back $300. Nice return. But we also get 200 MSP Asia points, which is, you remember, and we'll talk about in a minute, how valuable that can be and how fun that is as an extra bonus for us. We're going to get career points, which go right to the bottom line of money and our career level, which affects our income. Now, if we wanted to do 2 packs in a month, we can do that, and that's going to give us about a $298 purchase, but 900 shopping points, a 3 times factor. And then, of course, the nice thing about that is that when we get the more, of course, MSP Asia and career points, we also, if we do 2 a month, this is the first time we're able to get merchant codes. And the reason that we're grateful and love and want merchant codes is a merchant code makes it possible for us to register and bring on a business or a merchant for free. We don't have to come up with money to cover it. They don't have to come up with money to cover it. You can see why merchants, I'm sure, would be happy to spend the $749 once they truly understand the program. But how much easier is it and faster is it for us to do that if there's no cost to them? Now, when we get to 3, that's where life gets exciting. We're going to do 4, a factor of 4. So we're looking at under $450 one time a month purchase, but we receive back 1,800 shopping points. And as we put those in our account, they don't expire. And as we build our shopping community, they will be redeeming those for us. What a wonderful return on investment over time, if you will. Now, nice thing about that is at this point, we're going to get 3 merchant codes, 3. And that puts us really in the business to start being able to build the shopping volume, which is ongoing the secret to our long and residual income success. Now, what's kind of fun about this, though, is that when we have 3 lines or 3 different people that are underneath us that are active marketers, and that's pretty easy to do today. They sign up, they buy something, it's getting easier and easier, as you'll see. But 3 active marketers, then all of a sudden everything doubles. If we purchase 1 pack, we now get 600 shopping points instead of 300 for the same price, 200 more MSP Asia. And now, and of course, 3 times we're going to make sure we get a much better return on the career and everything else. On 2 packs, you can see the same thing happens. It's a factor 6. And then when we go to 3, then we're going to double that 4 up to 8. Now imagine being able to put in $450, $3,600 back in shopping points over time, 2,400 MSP Asia. We'll talk about how valuable that can be, and 6 merchant accounts. Now, we've all been listening, excited with what Matt is doing, and I'm going to test that the number of hours he's putting in and what he is doing and how simple he's making it. Everything he's telling you is exactly right on. But we all know that merchants are going to be in great demand by all of us. And we're going to have the tools to help us to do that. We need those merchant codes. Now, if you don't have enough, we'll show you ways you can get more, but to get the highest return and get the greatest revenue, the greatest commission, we need our own merchant codes for each merchant we enroll. So again, what a fantastic way to go to be able to get those as we go ahead and make our purchase each month, if you will. And what's really nice is of course, the value there far exceeds the cost of us shopping the shopping point packs or providing the shopping point packs. So a phenomenal way to get started, way to go, prepares you for adding merchants. Now, this leads us to the exciting part for me of the meeting. And that is, okay, I understand that a person can build the entire business, which was critical to me, without having to do shopping point packs or spend any money. They can do it just through helping people to shop, helping merchants to get more customers. But we have a program that we've referred to as the fast track that, to me, and I talk about this each week because this is one of the most important things I can share with you in my 30 plus years of rubbing shoulders with successful businesses and entrepreneurs. Statistics show that 80% of all businesses, startup businesses, fail in the first 5 years, whereas 75% of startup businesses that use a business format, franchise format, succeed. This is taken from the E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. Now, that is critical to me because we all different. And you'll notice in our business info, we talk about don't have to be a salesperson, don't have to be outgoing, don't have to be comfortable talking to people, et cetera, et cetera. This is truly something anyone can do. And that's why in these meetings, we talk about different ways to approach people because we want to get something that works for you to help you to be successful or have multiple approaches in your armory. But what's fun about this is that, you know, some people are able to be an entrepreneur, but can't manage a business when it's up and running. And some people can manage a business, but could never start a business. And so the secret to that is don't put it on the people, put it on the system. So again, the reason that I love working with MyWorld, like Internet Marketing, is because a system is tried and proven. Now, let us share with you the system to fast track or to success. Now, it's basically down that we can do this in a 30-day action plan to reach career level 2. Now, if it takes us longer, it takes longer. But when we get there, we're going to have those results we want. If we can do it shorter in 15 days, then we're going to get there quicker. It's our choice. But 30 days is a fair approach to do this. So let me share with you the concept here. We call it the fast start. With this approach, we make the decision that we're going to each month purchase 3 shopping point packs. Now, when we do that, that means we're making a commitment that we're going to come out of our pocket each month or each time we make a purchase for $447. Now, again, let me remind you, this is not required or necessary to succeed. This is a fast start option to building our business and to making money. Everybody clear? Okay. So we make this commitment to do $447 a month. It's a commitment we make to ourselves. Now, our goal here and our plan is, in order for this to be successful, we now know that we're going to go find 3 other people minimum that will make the same commitment. Now, what happens is that being the case, by the time we and 3 others are agreeing to do that simple thing, we're going to have 12 shopping point packs being purchased in our organization in the month, actually in the first 2 weeks. Well, that will put us above the needs for career level 1 for the month. But we're only, in this example, 2 weeks into the month. So the idea here is if that's all we did for the month, then we'd end up about $176 we would make. We put up $447, so we're going to still come out of our pocket, but not the full $447. Now, if we add in shopping, and we've taught all of our people to shop, and this is a big one, to make sure people understand, you know, we need to practice what we teach. Start shopping. That can add up and make this so there's a, you know, lesser and lesser that we owe. But the commitment that we made was to get 3 people. We taught our 3 to do the same thing. So now as they go out and they get their 3 people, we have basically accomplished our first goal. In fact, I just want to give you an idea how powerful this is. If those 3, between the 3 of them, only did 4, we still have covered our monthly commitment of $447 each month. Will no longer have to be coming out of our pocket at all. We'll become profitable. So obviously the goal is that they each get their 3 like we have, and it'll be much, much better. But to get the objective, we can do that even with lesser amounts. That's how good the program is. So now you can see with just 4 under the 3, we now have 24 shopping point packs in our organization in the first month by the time the next 2 weeks are up. That exceeds the requirement of 1,600 for career level 2. So now that means for the same thing, we still just spent $447. We got our 3 people and helped them to get their 3. No more out of our pocket. We're going to end up without any shopping actually being profitable in the second month. And of course, as this continues on, it's just going to grow and grow and grow from there. So yes, we're making a commitment to do $450 a month. If we do it properly, we'll only do that 1 month. If we have some stumbling blocks, we may do a little bit for a month or two until we never do again. If we understand that going in, then we're fine. And just know that it can happen. But on the other hand, if we do it faster, then we're finer. And we know that that can happen too and have more fun with it. So I just wanted to introduce that to you because many people are at a point in their life where they're looking for something. They need to catch up. They know the game they're in will not take them where they want to go, or they don't have the time with that game to get where they want to go. So they are looking for something. And for being able to say, well, there is a fast track here, a fast start, and that's what I'm engaged with, or whatever you're doing. But if not, just say, this is what I really like. But share that with them. And again, as one of the people in the company says so well, it's a numbers game. And if that person's not interested in that, don't take it personal. They may have issues that have nothing to do with this. Maybe they want to, and maybe they just can't. But on the other hand, as we find those that do, they're going to be grateful to you for sharing with them and telling them how to go ahead and accomplish that. So it's real simple. We just get 3 people. We teach them the fast start, let them get going. At that point, they're going to go ahead and each get their 3. And again, the burden's not any greater on any one person. But the nice thing about that is that once we have our 3, we're now free up that time we were helped to get those. We can help them with theirs. And of course, in this business, the more help we do, the better off everybody is. And once we've got that done, now we're on our way to profitability and residual income. We can start to really get our merchants. And that timing hopefully will be just right with what we're doing. We can build our program wider, and we can certainly support our community as the company overall does. So I just want to get you excited about that program. If you're not ready for it, be thinking about it, working towards getting it. If you're ready for it, let's cement whatever we need to do to help you to make the commitment or be able to make the commitment, gain the support of others you may need, whatever it is, and help you to get where you want to be as fast as you can, or some combination thereof. So the nice thing about this, Like It Marketing can provide residual income and time, helping to make dreams come true and dreams become reality instead of just a goal. Now, I want to share this with you if you don't mind. We try to talk about this every workshop, and I can't express to you how important this is to me to solidifying what we've just talked about. Let's keep the human interest side in here too, because that's what makes almost all of us motivated. Many of you know we have a person in MyWorld and in the Like It Marketing. His name is Steve Sunich. I count him as a personal friend. I had the privilege of watching him go through some of this, and he is absolutely an amazing person. But what's really cool about it is in addition to him being an amazing person, the company he's with did amazing things for him. So let me just give you his story, if I could. This is Steve's verbiage. I was introduced to MyWorld at the end of 2018, and I followed this basic program, this concept we're talking about, the fast start. I grew to career level 5 before I found out I had cancer, and then COVID hit. Now, I don't want to be sharing things that are inappropriate, but Steve didn't have cancer. Steve shouldn't be here. It was so far along that they did not give him much hope at all. And then, of course, COVID, you know how that affected everything. So he states, I stopped everything and focused 100% of my attention on my health. Not only focused, but his health was such that it would be hard to do anything else. Thanks to MyWorld, many of my team kept shopping and saving money, and my team kept slowly growing. In June of 2023, I was contacted by MyWorld leadership and was told that they were going to relaunch MyWorld in the US in July. They were going to make Matt Firk, name him as the MyWorld US CEO. If I may stop, I think that's one of the smartest things MyWorld's ever done. Again, if you guys just knew, I see Matt's not there right now, so I can say this. If you had an idea of the hours he puts in and the patience and the care that man has, it's amazing. I'm editing and helping with some of the things he's doing, and you are going to be pleased. But Steve goes on to say, the next 2 slides showed what I earned in June of 2023 and the value of my shares. Now, please understand, He basically had to stop everything, but his team did not, and shoppers did not stop. So now here he is, the paycheck after coming back into being able to launch his business again, his paycheck for the month was still $8,140. Now, how many people on this call would love to have a check coming in for $8,140 and you hadn't worked on it for a couple of years? How exciting would that be? And of course, how beneficial to Steve and his family. And then, if that isn't enough, one of the benefits was his being able to purchase shopping point packs, and he received MSP International points for that. Well, if you're new to us tonight, I hope you remember from the previous meeting we had, because that's something we get as a bonus when we buy shopping point packs. For all of those that have been doing this before you joined with us, they were giving MSP points for international, the portion of MyWorld that was known as the international section. Well, he had enough points of his MSP International from shopping point packs, etc., that he was able to receive approximately $53,690 worth of shares, simply converting his points to company shares. And that's actually closer to 58,000, 59,000 when you convert the euro to the US dollar and the actual value. What a blessing. What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing to have available to us should we need it, or growing for us if we don't, or knowing it's going to be able to give us lifetime dividends, another form of what? Residual income. So for me, there's so many reasons that I enjoy the shopping point packs. The fast track program basically gets us on the right path, not just to get up and running and have some income, but to set up a lifestyle so that we can truly have the results that we want. Now, please, I want to be very careful. Results may vary. Past performance is no guarantee of future performance. We don't know exactly how the next growth of MyWorld shares will be, their value. All we can do is see what's happened, what history has done, and know that MyWorld Asia will be about 4 billion more in population, which makes lead to believe that it'll be worth more, but certainly comfortable with what it'll do. And then never suggest a person should just get shocking point packs for MSP Asia shares as you talk with them. These points are an extra additional benefit. I like to think that they're a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that we'll look forward to and enjoy, and believe that personally. But no one should buy MSP or get MSP points and buy shopping points just for those. Buy them for the right reason. Enjoy what they're designed to do, and that is come back and reward us and be a benefit to us and generate lifetime income. So hope that's helpful to you tonight. I think Matt had to leave. It looks like so. We're not going to have a Q&A because without Matt, we don't have the A part of the Q&A with us here tonight. I'll get there really, really soon. But thank you for coming on, and thank you for being a part of MyWorld and liking it. Thank you for being open to learning. Thank you for wanting to share with other people a way for them to help their world and their families and get cash back. Thank you for trying to show them how they can start to make residual income. Thank you for caring for people. I truly believe if we do something that is right, that is good, and we do it well, that is successful, money takes care of itself. And that's one of the things I love about this. If you just want to go out there and help people save money, you want to help merchants to get more business, watch and see if money doesn't take care of itself. If you want to go out and make money because you need money, watch and see if it doesn't work there. It doesn't matter the motive, the program works. The nice thing is it can do what's best for us, our minds, and our hearts. Thank you so much for joining. If I could, we're going to remind you that we do have our business info training every Tuesday and Saturday. That's 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. Many of you, that's why you're here tonight, is because you attended that meeting. Please pass it on. Just duplicate, share, invite people to come to that meeting. If you can't make it, the person that brought you here tonight or invited you here, they'll show you how to access on-demand videos that you can show them that same video at a time that works well for them, and others that we have. Again, we'll touch into those as we get into our future trainings and what they are and how to use them. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. Welcome again to MyWorld and the Like It Marketing. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate your comments. I want you to know that when the meeting's over, I go back and I read all of them. And if there's constructive criticism, greatly appreciated. When you say nice things, that doesn't hurt my heart either. But thank you for being involved and being with us. Good to have you. Thank you.